Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby here on, it's game day. It is game day. I'm excited.
And a gorgeous day for game day.
It's really cool outside right now. I mean, cool in a couple of ways. It's just kind of a neat atmosphere with the clouds, and it's a little cool.
Yeah.
I'm not like burning up.
Well, you're old enough to remember football weather used to be cold weather.
Yep.
When you talk about football weather, it was cold weather.
That's for global warming, though.
That was before that darn.
Thank goodness we got that going.
That was before Bush got us that global warming thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's going to be a nice, cool, gorgeous day for football today. And I hope it's a great day for offense because we need to get our offense clicking. And you all know me, I'm a big Baron Morton fan, and I love me some Baron Morton and his family. But I also think we need to get our backup quarterback some more work. He'll get some work today, and he'll get some work in an environment that we don't have to worry about a win or a loss. Now, we might have to worry about covering the spread, but and I'm sure they're in there worrying about that right now. How are we going to cover the spread?
That's what their meetings are about this morning.
Which I think is maybe down to about 36 and a half. But it's apparently the highest point spread in the history of the Big 12 football.
That's
I might have made that up, but I don't think I did.
Yeah, somebody check on that for us and let us know. But
and point spreads are in the news this week.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Gambling is in the news this week, and I guess we'll talk about that later.
Maybe.
But, yeah.
You know, I don't. Our offense last week was not like it had been. But I credit Arizona State with a lot of that. They were as fired up as any team I've ever seen play the Red Raiders. They were fired up and played with that in kind of intensity.
Well, real quickly, you're talking about Shohei Ohtani. They were chanting, "We don't need you" in Toronto last night. And they said, "Oh, don't poke the bear. Don't get him going." Let me tell you what. There's a reason there's not pep rallies for baseball. You can get all jacked up all you want, but that doesn't help you any more than getting in there, concentrating, and getting after it. And so when they're saying don't poke the bear, you can poke the bear in baseball because it's not like, oh, he's going to try now.
Yeah.
You know, but football, that's why there are pep rallies in football. And you don't want to poke the bear in football because it makes a huge difference how a player is motivated to go knock the crud out of some other guy or not go knock the crud out of him or run your route even though you're probably not the number one receiver, number one choice in that pattern. But Arizona State had been embarrassed the week before. And that's what their coach said, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, the coach's son. No, it was the coach, wasn't it? Yeah, I can't ever tell the difference. He looks like a son. Yeah. How's high school going?
Yeah.
But he does a great job. And he said if we had lost, we would not have beat Texas Tech if we had won at Utah. And said, and even if we'd have played them close and lost, we wouldn't have won. But he said we were thoroughly embarrassed at Utah, and that drove everybody's motivation big time. You can say I saw it the very first series. I went, oh my, these guys are they're in the zone, and we still almost beat them.
Well, we went 4 series, and did we even get a first down?
Yeah, we couldn't.
Yeah, I mean,
couldn't run the ball. And they seemed like they were always there. They were always there. And then you look at us, we almost win the ball game.
Well, that's the fascinating thing about last week, David. We're sitting there watching that thing, and I said, and we're down on, 12 points or whatever it was. And I'm going, well, there's no way we can come back because we don't have a play that works. we don't have a play because no play we had run
worked.
And then all of a sudden, it's like we were healed, and somebody laid hands on us, and we were healed, and all of a sudden we could.
Yeah.
And my gosh, if we'd have won that game, that would have been.
A lot of people have said, not a lot, but several, have said we should have won. Really, I'm the one that I thought it. It's
and I didn't actually say it. I just thought it.
That we should have run the clock at the end when we got down close and just, run it down. But then what if you don't score?
Yeah.
Then you're going to look like an idiot.
Yeah, that's a fine line.
Yeah.
But I am a big believer in, if you can, in the normal course of things, take some time off the clock.
I would be too, except
it.
for the way Arizona State defense.
But you best score when you can score.
We might not have scored anyway. It's
and then those same people would have been going, why didn't we just score?
Punch it in? Yeah,
we should have just scored, for goodness sake.
Put it on that great defense we've got. And
I was glad, and in fact, that came out of my mouth. I said it. Well, at least now it's on our defense, our strength. It's on our defense to stop their offense. And we didn't. And I'll tell you what, their quarterback, this is a conference of great quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's about 8 or 10 really good quarterbacks, and that guy's one of them. And it reminded me of something Rodney would have done back in his day, just find a way to make the play. If I got to run it, I'll run it. If I got to throw it, I'll throw it.
Well, the quarterback wouldn't have done it if he didn't have Tyson, number 0. Because I don't know how he got open all the time, but he can't. I mean, he didn't even go back and look for anybody else. He was just going back looking for him.
I'll tell you what, I was making fun of him because he's hobbling around like he's dead, and then he'd get up and then he'd hobble around. But he's not playing this week, so
he's not.
No, he's hurt. He's hurt. So that makes me feel a little bad about sort of dogging him because I was so frustrated that he's hobbling like he can barely get around. Then all of a sudden there he is wide open.
Yeah. I didn't understand that,
but you're right. He's a name that you'll remember for quite a few years.
Yeah, he's a good player. So who they playing today? That changes how I think about their team. I can tell you.
And at Houston?
Yeah, that changes it because he's their go-to.
We're
guy.
The only team to beat Houston in the conference, and Arizona State's the only one to beat us. That's why I've listened to the weekday shows this week, and they breaking down who do you want to win, who do you want to lose, and it's a hard thing to figure right now. I'm probably going to wait another week or two before I even spend the time to try and figure it. But, we have beaten Houston. We got the tiebreaker on Houston. But we won't have the tiebreaker if we lose another game on Houston. So it's a tough deal.
I think a lot of people want BYU to come in here undefeated in conference and maybe undefeated for the season.
It would sure be fun.
And that would be because they'd be ranked in the top 10.
You know what? There's a decent chance BYU will not go to bed tonight undefeated.
Yeah, there's a real good chance.
There's a real good chance that they won't go to bed tonight undefeated. So, and I don't know. What do you think? I would sort of like that.
I would like it. I think
undefeated.
You talk about an atmosphere.
Yeah.
Game day would be here probably. It would be.
But if you do go into that and you lose that game, you're definitely not going to be in front of BYU. So it's just one other team has to be.
Yep.
And you're not in the playoffs. So.
Well, we got to win that game.
Okay. Well, I didn't think of that.
If we win, then we'll be ahead of them.
Well, let's do that then. Then it really won't matter.
Yeah, no.
Unless we lose another game.
If we just win the rest of our games.
This is quite a conference.
We're going to be really good, in good shape.
This is quite a conference.
Yeah.
It's not quite the SEC yet.
But it's
I think we can say that.
Yeah.
But it's not very far below it. So, but here's what we've got to do is when we get into the playoffs, however many we get in there, and I hope we get 2 in there, you got to do something, Like TCU. TCU represented us right up to the time they didn't.
In the championship game.
Yeah, the semifinals, they represented the conference, and by golly, that the Big 12
I thought Arizona State represented last year pretty well in the playoffs. They did a good job.
Yeah.
Of course, they had Scatterbo. Now he's an NFL player for the Giants and doing great.
And is great.
Yeah, he's doing
great because he is great. And that's another deal we talked about earlier that Arizona State gave that extra. It just seemed like they gave that extra last week because they'd been embarrassed. Scatterbo plays like that every week, every play. And that's what you need in football.
Exactly.
Without a doubt.
It is Red Day at the stadium, by the way. Gary just brought red caps.
Yep.
And if you're a Blue Jays fan, you need to wear your Blue Jays stuff. And there's lots of – I just talk to people everywhere that are big Blue Jays fans. I'm not a Blue Jays fan.
Well, it's sort of like the Cowboys. They're just down the street from us.
Yeah.
So, actually, they're in a completely different country than us. But I don't have a Dodgers shirt.
So who are you for? And why would you wear a Blue Jays jersey?
Well, this is the one of the top 2 or 3 all-time Little League teams in Lubbock, Texas history.
I remember that.
The Blue Jays, 33-0. And, in fact, one of the close losses was to David Thetford's
Rangers.
Rangers?
Were we the Rangers? Yeah, I don't remember.
Huh.
What age were we? You can help you.
I don't know.
Was it farm league
Anyway.
or major?
That was Major League.
Okay, and we were probably the Rangers.
Okay. So, anyway. But I'm only going to wear this through the first deal. Then I'm going to, what I have on under here. Then I'm going to wear my
I got
Alumni
mine.
Association.
I'm
deal.
supporting Double T.
No, I'm not.
I wish this was more red. It's kind of
That's almost OU.
Yeah, it's more Oklahoma than it is Tech. But
What does OU do? Because when I was thinking OU, I was going, but that's Ohio State. What does OU do? They don't have guns up
no, I don't know.
like Oklahoma State does.
Yeah,
They don't
I
do
don't know.
this.
No, I don't know what they do.
They do this?
I hope not.
No? All right. I don't know. I don't know
I
what they
hope
do.
don't. It's a good one for them. You
Yeah.
might suggest it.
It's catchy. That might just catch on.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
would.
know.
There seems to be a little more activity here at the stadium. Of course, it is a 3:00 kickoff this afternoon, so there are.
It's probably more security people.
Yeah, yeah. They got that guy over there frisking him for tortillas.
Well, let me tell you, folks, don't even think about bringing tortillas into the stadium.
You will be thrown out if they see you throwing them. I can tell you that, and you can't get back in. I think it's for anything this year, any sport.
And I'm going to say, and this is the last time I'm ever going to say it because we did away with it forever, but we didn't have to do away with it forever if the first and second game of the year we would have penalized the fans for doing what 6 games into the season they penalized them for doing. If you'd have penalized them earlier, that would have stopped it right there, and I'm sure of that.
I don't know about that. All right. Hey, Graham Harrell's going to be with us here on the stage. He's going into the Texas Tech football Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
His numbers, it's it's unbelievable.
He's going in there for a reason.
Yeah, there's a really good reason he's going in.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Here today, Joe Heffley, lower floor of the Citibank building. And that's where you get your good haircut and lots of information. So just go see Joe Heffley. He'll take care of you. HG Thrash Clothing, you said you had a quick story?
No, I've got those. I know there's people out there going, my gosh, Gary looks nice today. What is it? It's this vest.
His wife dressed him.
And today is a red out. And for those on the radio, this is a beautiful red vest. Go into HG Thrash. Ask for the Thetford and Ashby vest special. The red vest special. All right?
They're at 2010 Broadway Avenue and also in 82nd at Quaker in Kingsgate South. And you'll love both stores, so go see them.
Without a doubt.
Mission Service Company. This is my son Tanner. They do all kinds of things, landscaping. But here's a big thing that's going on right now, Christmas lights. And they got whole crews putting up Christmas lights already.
Are they full up or can they take on some more?
They can take on some more.
We got a phone number? Because people are out there thinking right now we don't have anybody to put our lights up, dear.
806-632-6325. I don't know if that's Tyler. He's the one you call if you want a discount on spraying your well sites and everything for oil and gas and stuff. But he can help you. 806-632-6325.
I'd like some Christmas
get you some
lights.
Christmas lights, or he can get you the right person.
And there may literally be a Thetford and Ashby Christmas light special.
There could be.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, West Texas State Bank, Jimmy Carmichael, Chris Comer, and I'm telling you, this down-home banking, 72nd and Slide Road, go in the south doors, and when you walk in there, you'll say, it's like old-time banking.
Tell you what, we're going to have one of the all-time great quarterbacks on today, Graham Harrell.
Yep.
But even he wasn't as highly recruited as Jimmy Carmichael.
Jimmy was big time.
Big time.
Came to Texas Tech and watched Joe Barnes play.
Yeah. And took it like a man.
And they were really both great. Just two different kinds of quarterbacks.
That's right.
Jim Carlin wanted to run it different. So, anyway.
We going to do any more or are we done?
That's it.
All right.
As far as I know.
All right. We talked about Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups. They're in jail, apparently.
Oh, is that right?
And they call the first one Operation Nothing But Net. Rozier and 6 people, along with Coach Damon Jones, they were passing inside information on sports. I don't know what the gamblers thought was going to happen. You know, if I'm suiting
How did
up
they find
and
them?
David is one of the best players on our team, and he's sick. I see him. He's over in the corner, and he's sick. You know, I could easily just say, hey, David's sick. He's over in the corner, curled up in a ball like a little, I couldn't say little girl, like a little baby over there in the corner. And y'all need to bet against us because David's our best player, and he's over there whimpering. He's whimpering.
You could bet the under, which makes it much easier.
Yeah.
And that's
because somebody else is going to have to shoot if David's not playing.
That's exactly
right. And if David's playing, you don't even have to worry about who's going to shoot.
I take the shots.
So he will take the shots. So anyway, then the other one is Operation Royal Flush. Billups and 31 other people named in the case of rigged poker games dating back to 2019 in which the mafia was involved. Billups and Jones were in on this too. Used to lure unsuspecting players into rigged games. So they'd get, those, we used to call them, Doug Rader used to call them green flies. Green flies that hang around poop. Yeah. That's why he called these fans that just wanted to hang around players green flies. So they'd get these rich green flies and go put them in these rigged games.
Green flies.
Yeah. So anyway, if you're wondering what a green fly is, it's a fan that likes to hang around
How did they
players.
get caught? Cash Patel, I heard him last night. He said, this is just getting started. This is going to unravel.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people involved.
It's sort of like that.
He's the FBI director, and he's after them.
And he would know, if anybody would know. I will say this, whether you like the current administration or not, they're getting stuff done.
Yep.
Stuff that had been, we sort of turned the other cheek. They ain't turning the cheek. And I tell you, I'm real curious to see what all happens with this deal.
Yeah. I think it's going to be explosive. Already kind of has been.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll be curious to see what's next.
All right.
Is that enough about gambling?
Yeah, it was more than enough.
Do we want to do we'll do our pick 'em later. Graham may want to do our pick 'em with us.
I'm not sure he can. He's a coach at ACU.
Yeah, well then he can't.
No.
Sure made it easy for him to get up here though, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot better.
Are they off today, I guess?
Yeah. 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 They are.
Looks like the homecoming deal.
Y'all wave like this.
So anyway, all right. You want a trivia question?
Yeah, I got one for you. And I bet
Let's wait. We'll do this with Graham. I like to do stuff like that with folks.
This is football. This is baseball.
This is football trivia.
Okay, save that one. Let me see if I can find the one I have.
All right, while you're looking, I want to tell people that baseball is making a resurgence. Capped off a season last night, opening the World Series. It's the healthiest the sport has been in a long time. Total attendance this year was 71.4 million fans, and it increased for the 3rd consecutive year. That hasn't happened since 2005 through 2007, that it increased each year. It's growing in popularity, could be seen over the airwaves. Viewership is up. The postseason drew an average of 4.3 million viewers, a 30% increase over last year, and the highest in 15 years. So anyway, I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah. I know it's not – baseball season's about over. We got the Toronto Blue Jays, Los Angeles Dodgers in the World Series. They start today?
Last night.
Who won? Toronto?
Toronto. Oh, and let me tell you, the Dodgers. Oh, you want some knowledge? I'm going to lay some knowledge on you, David. All right. The Dodgers won the NLCS in 4 straight games and gave up 4 runs. In the 10 games in the playoffs that the Dodgers have played, they gave up 10 total runs. Last night, I think it was 11. They gave up 11 last night. So you can add the other 10 games together, and they gave up more hits last night than they did in the other 10 games together. But let me tell you, here's part of the deal is you think winning in 4 straight and getting a little time off is advantageous. It's not in baseball. In football, it might, so you can heal up, get your quarterback all healed up and all. But baseball, you need to stay in that routine, because you're used to playing 160 some odd games a year. Now all of a sudden you go 6 days and you don't play. Well, I think it showed last night. So you Dodger fans, don't give up.
Well, how about they get beat?
Oh, well, like 11-4. No, 11 might have been worse than that.
No, it's 11-4.
11-4? Huh. 11-4.
I didn't even watch it. I don't know what I was busy.
Anyway, you Dodger fans, don't give up. Anyway,
there have been 4.
They gave up 9 runs in 1 inning last night.
Oh, man.
Yeah. The guy came in, I don't know his name, pinch hit grand slam. Trivia, how many times has that happened in the World Series?
3 times.
0.
Oh.
Now, 1. It's the only time it's ever had a pinch hit grand slam in the World Series.
Well, there have been 2. There have been 4 Major League Baseball players that have won the MVP of the World Series twice. 4 players. Who are they?
I think Koufax would probably be one. It'd be
Koufax.
Easier to be a pitcher and do it.
Koufax
Maybe
is
Gibson.
one.
Gibson won 2 or 3 games. I think he might have won 3 games in a World Series around 68.
He won 2 MVPs, Gibson and
Did he?
Koufax.
Okay. And then maybe a couple of hitters. But I don't know. Do you know them? Or
Yeah.
you just think I know everything?
No, well, you did pretty good on the first 2.
Yeah. Well, I probably know the other 2, but I'm going to let you share some knowledge.
Well, one of them I couldn't find it, so I was
Oh.
trying to remember what I saw last night.
Okay. All right.
One of them is Corey Seager.
Oh,
Once
wow.
with the Dodgers, once with the Rangers. And that
Wow.
one you probably wouldn't have gotten.
I would not have gotten that.
And he is still with the Rangers. But there's one other one, and I should know it. But let's move on to football.
Well, I got one more baseball deal. Last
right.
night I really enjoyed the Canadian national anthem. You need to get there before the game starts because that's one of my all-time enjoyable deals. When I was playing ball, we used to play in Edmonton, Canada, and Vancouver, Canada, and they'd play the national anthem of Canada because you were in Canada. And anyway, I'll try to play that when we come back. Won't play the whole thing, just a little ditty of the Canadian national anthem. In fact, I think it's every bit as good as our national anthem. So anyway.
I don't.
Oh, and the Dodgers, here's last baseball, and then we're going to move on, are 1-12 when they start the World Series on the road, and they've been in a lot of World Series. When the first game on the road, they're 1-12. That's a pretty interesting fact.
Yeah. You wouldn't guess that, would
No,
you?
would not have guessed that. So anyway,
All right.
we will return.
Graham Harrell may be here in just a little bit.
Yeah.
He's probably signing autographs.
May not.
Stay with us here on Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby on Optimum Game Day Live.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
All righty, Tom Street Place, 34th and Slide Road, the Scarborough family. They've been there for 70-plus years. They are the deal. Anything landscaping knowledge you need, go see them, 34th and Slide. Golf USA, Stacey Nix, and the team, everything golf you need and knowledge, they can help you with everything. So 67th and Indiana, McGavick Nissan and Infinity of Lubbock. That's Brent McGavick, and they can do everything for you as well. And they're out on 66th in Milwaukee, and these cars are just great, y'all. Also on Spread 327. And Connecticut, Gary. What's up? Graham's here. You going to do Connecticut?
Yeah.
We just got Graham here. How's that? Oh, yeah. We don't. Graham couldn't. Graham
Testing, 1, 2,
Graham
3,
couldn't be
4.
at the,
Connecticut, West Texas, 8337 Upland Avenue. And I tell you what, there's lots of things in your house that you want hard, but water isn't one of them.
Yeah.
So you get Connecticut, and everything. Your water's soft, your clothing's soft, your spouse will be softer.
Yeah.
It's the way to go.
Everybody's.
And you're going to wish you'd done it years ago, but go ahead and do it this week.
Yeah, it's kind of like knee surgery.
Connecticut, West Texas.
I hope I'm a few years away from that.
It's kind of like getting a new knee. Everybody always says, man, I wish I'd done that a long time ago. Hey, Graham Harrell, thank you, buddy. Thank you for coming over. Gary and I were talking. We assume you're over at the Overton gym working out. Is that what you were doing?
I was actually in the right here.
Yes. You didn't have trouble getting in, did you?
Well, it's not the easiest thing to get in, but they gave me a little card, so that made it so I was able to get access in there.
Well, man, thank you for stopping by. This is quite a day for you. We're so proud of you.
Well, I sure appreciate it. It's been an unbelievable weekend, and just what's been really awesome is just the way they've taken care of us here. I mean, it's been a long time really since I've been back for like a real event, and just because when you're coaching yourself, you're busy, exactly. So it's hard to get back. And like after I was here, there's been times where you didn't know as many people here. But it's just been like they've rolled the red carpet out, and just what they've done to this place, the commitment they have to football right now here at Texas Tech. It's incredible to see, and man, it's a fun time to, like I said, it's a fun time to be associated with Texas Tech, just because, like I said, and it's not just football. There's basketball. Obviously, the softball team. There's a commitment to athletics here at Texas Tech right now that goes beyond most places in the country. And so like I said, it's a great thing to be a part of. And the way they've treated myself and my family with this whole Ring of Honor deal, it's been it really has been incredible. So it's going to be it's already been fun up to this point, and it'll be a good day for us.
Well, there's certain points of your Tech career when you played here that you probably didn't look up there and go, I think I'll be up there one day.
You probably didn't know it. Yeah.
And I think you know what I'm talking about. But what an absolute honor it was. And when you came in here and you worked out in facility, I know y'all hadn't – it was nice when you were here. But, my gosh, this new facility.
Yeah, this is beyond nice. This is I don't know what the right word would be. But like you said, it is unbelievable. And at the time when I was here, it wasn't like we felt like we were wanting for anything. You know what I mean? It's just it didn't look anything like this. And like you said, I got to come in there like yesterday and get a workout in there and walk around. And I'd been in the building, I think, one other time, and so I'd kind of seen a little bit of it, but had a little more time yesterday to walk around and see some of it. And like I said, I think it just shows the commitment that Texas Tech has right now to athletics. And in the current, I really do believe, like in the current model of college athletics, if there's not a commitment to being great, it's going to be hard to be successful in any sport. And the cool thing about Texas Tech is, yes, there's obviously this year there's been an unbelievable financial commitment to Texas Tech for athletics and football, and with these buildings and with the roster and all that. But it's not just football, you know what I mean? And that's what I think. That's why I think Texas Tech's doing it better than most other places in the country. Is Cody's getting on Cody Campbell's getting on TV saying, "Hey, let's save all sports. This isn't just about football."
I like he's doing that.
No question. And you see it with the Texas Tech basketball team. Obviously, there's a commitment to basketball, and that's been here for a while. The softball team. I think they're putting more resources into the softball team than anywhere else in the country. And so, like I said, it's cool that it's not just, we're going to give everything to football like most places in the country are having to do, that they're sharing the wealth, and they're giving everyone a chance to be successful. And that's fun. It makes it fun to pull for Texas Tech year-round. It's not just the fall time. You're pulling for, you get to pull for Texas Tech fall, spring, summer, and somebody's playing deep into the playoffs this season. So
it's fun.
That's been awesome.
Well, you decided not to bring, what's your wife's name?
Brittany.
She's still sleeping?
No, she's probably awake. I get to slip away from the kids a little more often than she does, and so that makes it
good plan.
Yeah, she'd probably rather be here, but instead she's probably chasing that little 4-year-old around the hotel somewhere.
What's your 4-year-old's name?
Mia.
Yeah,
she's a special. They broke the mold with that one.
Is she the only one you have right now?
And we have a 10-year-old boy. So I got a 10-year-old son named Hawk, and then my little daughter's Mia. She's 4.
Whoa. Go back to the 10-year-old. His name is?
Hawk. Yeah.
That's great. Named after Tony Hawk?
Oh, yeah.
The skateboarder?
So he'll be a skateboarder?
I'm not real sure where we got Hawk from. He's actually named after a wrestler. So I grew up a giant WWE fan, right? And at the height of WWE, Triple H was one of the greatest characters.
Hawk.
And my thought was, I've got the H that you can't take care of with Harrell. So if I ever have a son, we're going to get Triple H. And Brittany doesn't even know what wrestling is. So I'm like, hey, I just want 3 H's. I'm going to call him Triple H. And she bet on the bait. And now she's pissed off that he's named after a wrestler.
She is, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. But it worked out.
Does he like the name?
Oh, he loves it.
I bet he does.
Oh,
Yeah, he loves
that's a
it.
big league
That's
name.
a kid
Yeah.
name. Yeah, that.
In fact, I've never heard of another Hawk. First name.
Yeah, I don't know. There aren't many of them.
No.
No, there aren't many of them. And he, sometimes I think you, like, with the name, you kind of, like, I don't want to say bless or curse the kid, but, like, it almost seems like they take on the personality of their name. And so I think Hawk was a very fitting name for, like, his personality and his just his temperament. And so it's been a fun name for him, I think.
Hey, I looked up online about your dad. He's
been on the show.
Yeah, Sam has. His last year was 2024.
Yep.
The coach, he's retired now. I know he's battling MS.
Yeah.
Again.
And that's really why he stepped down. Was he just in it? That last season he was coaching, he couldn't really get around much, and he was actually coaching from the press box, and he had to go upstairs because being on the sideline wasn't going to work, and he just felt like, hey, this isn't. This is a disservice to the team if I'm having to coach from the press box, and so he just felt like, it would be better and to just step down. It was time, and so he did, and it's a battle.
Career.
It's been an unbelievable career, but it's.
He started out with Gordon Wood in Brownwood.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a pretty good start.
Yeah, he played for Gordon Wood in Brownwood, and then went back and coached for him. His best stories are still Gordon Wood stories, and so that's he's had a heck of a career and been under some great coaches, and it's been fun to be a part of.
His battle with MS was interesting because was it Mexico he went down
cells,
to, or
yeah.
was it
Panama?
Yeah.
That's better. Panama, and he made a dramatic difference, and that's one reason we had him on the show that time is to sort of spread the gospel of, hey, just because you can't get it here in the United States.
Yeah, that's why he was real bad, and that's why he retired the first. He stepped down in around 2010, sometime around there, and he retired because he felt like his health wasn't good enough. He went to Panama, got stem cell treatments, and it completely reversed the symptoms, and they really reversed he was really symptom-free for about 10 years, and he thinks it was around the time when he got a COVID shot. He had to get a COVID shot for that, and he's not like a COVID shot conspiracy. He just thinks that kind of hit his immune system funny, and that's when the symptoms started coming back, and they've progressed from there. But the stem cells, when he went down there and, like I said, to Panama, they completely reversed the symptoms, and like I said, gave him 10 to 12 years of completely symptom-free from MS, and it really was a miracle, and it was a miracle for him and our family, and allowed him to get back doing what he loved to do, coaching. And I think he turns 70 in December, so it's about a career time anyway. So
yeah, well, two things. Number one, I didn't know that your mom, Kathy.
Yep.
And they both, Gary, went to Abilene Christian.
Yeah.
They graduated from Abilene Christian. Now, he is the assistant, whatever, head coach. He's
what are you?
I don't even know. Those titles are just crazy. I really just coach quarterbacks, but and call plays.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Quarterback coach.
With Patterson. He's his right hand.
Oh, yeah. Patterson's
we
wonderful.
Love Patterson.
Oh, he's unbelievable. He's a great one. Yeah, he's a great guy. Unbelievable man, and he makes it fun to come to work every day. And coaching at ACU it's really been a breath of fresh air, just from a standpoint of like you're back around Texas, you're around great people. And I was really the last one. Both my parents went to ACU. My older brother, he started at ACU, but he's a little more of a rebel, so he lasted about a year. And he said he wanted to go to college, not church camp, so he left.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, then my little brother, he started at Tulsa. He signed with Tulsa out of high school, and then transferred and finished at ACU. So everyone in the family had kind of come through except for me, and now I'm coaching there.
Now you're back.
All right.
Kind of made it full circle.
All right, the one that didn't want to go to church camp.
Yep.
How has he turned out?
He's turned out all right. He's the head coach.
He's caught up in that gambling deal.
Yeah, he should have been in prison a couple times probably, but now he's actually he's the head coach out in Athens, and they're having a heck of a year. This is the best football team he's had since he's been out there, and so they're having a heck of a year, and it's been fun to watch from afar, and he's turned out all right. There's still times where he maybe needs a little church camp, but, but he's doing all right.
He's just staying in church camp.
Yeah.
Hey, I will tell you this. I read the article about your dad, and all coaches need to hear this. He told his other coaches, he said, listen, there's a couple of ways you can get fired from our program. He said, but the number one way is to belittle your players. And coaches need to hear that. And you can speak to it. Your dad is really one really strong, good Christian man. And
I think that, I mean, and I think when he got into coaching, I think all coaches got into coaching to truly influence young men and to just be a positive influence on their life. And I think, like Coach Patterson talks about it all the time, my dad talks about it. Like, I think Coach Patterson got into coaching because of the impact that coaches had on his life. You know what I mean? I think my dad's probably that same way. Like, the reason he got into coaching was because of the impact that coaches had on his life, and he wanted to impact young men in the same way. And so that's what his entire life has been built around, is like influencing and impacting young men in a positive light. They never belittled us. They never, like, which is crazy to think about now. Like, they never cussed at us. Like, no one on his staff ever cussed. They never belittled us. And obviously he coached us really, really hard, and there was a high standard. And especially the three boys, like, he could coach us harder than he coached anyone in the world. But there was you knew they cared about you. You knew that they loved you. And I think that again, I think the impact that coaches can have on young men's life is unbelievable. And even at the high school level, but particularly in the college level, I think the money has gotten so big that you've attracted people that maybe aren't into coaching for the right reasons always. But there's still a ton of good people out there and I think that in the coaching profession, you really can impact young men like no other profession in the world. And so it's a unique job. It's a unique, like I said, profession. And I hope that, like you said, that's a message that a lot of people can take with them is you're really here to impact these young guys, and you got to hold them to a high standard. You're going to have to coach them hard, but, like, there's no reason to belittle guys.
You said that they're getting some people in the coaching professional for the money and all that. That's one side of it, but what I like about it is these people that are in it for the right reason can be compensated to a level that they can take care of their families. And
absolutely.
All that.
Yeah,
so,
finally.
Because I think there's one of the top jobs in the world is coach.
Can you stay another segment?
He keeps checking his watch.
Well, I think his phone's ringing on his watch.
I keep getting blown up. Yeah, they got me doing all sorts of stuff today. But
okay, he'll either be here when we come back or he won't.
I'll be here till my father-in-law gets here.
Okay. Graham Harrell's here with us. Ring of Honor.
Get you?
Yeah.
Today. Ring of Honor today. All right, we'll be back with more sports talk. Thetford and Ashby here on Optimum Game Day Live.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Okay, we'll do some more spots later. We got Graham Harrell here with us, and we're honored to have him here. It's a big day for him, and if not, I don't know. You got more yards. You know how many yards you had at Texas Tech? 15,000. Over 15,000.
No, it's 15,600.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's right. It was more.
Yeah, it was. We were throwing the ball, that's for sure. So that helps the cause.
It does. Well, but, it was just amazing. Fun times, weren't they?
Absolutely.
God, those were fun times.
Great years. And the cool thing about going into this weekend, and actually last night and today, this morning, I've had a ton of old teammates text me about, hey, man, just congrats or whatever. And so hearing from those guys, and I know a bunch of them said, hey, we're going to be there tonight or be there this afternoon to see it. So hearing from those guys, getting to see those guys. But everyone, you kind of, just takes back, and that's kind of what it's always been. Like, man, those were fun years. And it really was. Like, it was just a fun time to be around.
Yeah, you just remember them forever.
Absolutely. And we had fun teams. We had great guys around here. And that's what, last night we had a little function, and they asked me something to the extent of something about it. And that's kind of what I said was, or they asking me, like, why'd you come to Texas Tech, and what was it about Texas Tech and those teams that was so good? And I really think that this can be said about any industry and any profession and any probably football too. It really comes down to the people, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what made those years fun. There's my father-in-law right there. That's what made those years fun, and that's what made Texas Tech special at the time. And even still, like, I think you can walk around and you see all these incredible buildings, and you see a lot of cool stuff here. And there's a like I said, a very high commitment to athletics here at Texas Tech. But it still comes down to, like, they have good people running around here, and that's what makes the difference between that's what makes any years fun. That what makes any experience fun, and that's why, like I said, those were just fun years because of the people we had.
Well, if you see me fumbling around, it's because they're doing something for Mike Leach today, too. And I don't know exactly what it was, but he had a big impact on your life, didn't he?
Absolutely. And I don't think that, beyond my high school career, obviously, you couldn't talk about anything that I've done without including Mike Leach. You know what I mean? And from a college career, even getting into college coaching, I went and coached with him. And he had a gigantic impact on me. And I think he's had a gigantic impact on the game of football in general. And it's not, like you can look all over the country tonight and watch football games, and there's going to be someone from Coach Leach's staff, like on every team, it seems like, or on every staff. And I think that's just a testament to him and what he's done for the game.
Did you ever go, were you over at the sideline talking to Coach Leach, and did you ever go, huh? What are you talking about?
That was almost every conversation.
Oh,
yeah, there wasn't a whole, like.
Well, do you have one special Mike Leach story you can share with us?
Man, I could tell you like Leach stories for a long time, but he was a special one, and the way he saw the game was different than anyone else, and that's what I think made him unique. Yeah. And I can remember, I'll just say, there's so many stories, but the Texas game's kind of what everyone gets, what that year gets remembered for, and we were winning that whole game. They take the lead with a minute and a half left, and we're standing there, and I'm about to take the field, and I'm standing next to Coach, and you're thinking like, okay, he's going to give you some motivation here. And all he says, well, if we just take the ball and score, we'll win. I can do that math. You know what I'm saying? But it was literally, I think that's just how he saw football and how he saw life, was like in a very simplistic manner was, well, we're down by however many number of points, and if we go score right here, we'll win. So like, hey, if you just go score, we'll win. All right, Coach, let's go do it.
It was something else. I was yelling at you. We had you on before, and I was yelling at you, hurry up. You were doing all this. I do
that clicking thing.
Well, you were doing that. I can't remember the hand motion you were doing. It wasn't the finger. It was
we were just signaling, formations and plays.
Flip the formation.
Right here.
Yeah, that right there.
It was ace flip, so you're flipping the formation.
Tanner's by me. I go, hurry up.
We just didn't want to leave him any time, We left it.
We did. We almost left.
We did.
Too many.
We almost left a little time.
We did. But what iconic. Be taking Brittany and Hawk and Mia down to the field and said, I was standing right here. Crabtree.
I have
Hawk,
it.
you be Crabtree.
Yeah. We need to.
That'd be fun.
He's about to the age where he'd understand that. So maybe it's about time we try it.
Well, that's a neat thing about them doing this now is, well, at least your son will remember this the rest of his life.
Absolutely.
And if you'd have brought him 5 or 6 years, done it 5 or 6 years ago, you can tell him about it.
Yeah. It's been neat. And, because he's finally to the age where he's kind of starting to figure out sports and be interested in them and know players and know stuff. And so, like you said, the fact that this happened at an age where he can truly kind of know what's going on and will have a memory of it, it'll be a special memory, for everyone in the family, not just myself, obviously my parents, but even my son, that he can, for the rest of his life, have something he remembers, and that'll be cool.
And he may think tonight's going to be neat, but when he gets in there, it's going to be beyond neat.
That's going to be it's going to be a special evening for us all, for sure.
It really is. You look at the names, Graham, that you're going up there with. Yeah. This is the highest of the highest.
Yeah, there's some pretty good ones on there.
These are legends.
Yeah.
And you are one.
Well, I appreciate that.
And you deserve to be up here, I can tell you.
Well, I sure appreciate you saying
this
that.
This guy doesn't, but you just know. They all do. They all do.
Yes, sir.
It's something else. Well, tell Brittany we said hello.
I sure will.
Please tell your dad that I said hello.
I sure will.
Wishing the best for him.
Thank you so much.
Did your father not leave?
He's around here somewhere. There he is right there. He's waiting on me.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Thank y'all so much.
Proud of you.
Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
You bet. Enjoy the day.
Graham Harrell, everybody. And he is going to the ring of a halftime, right?
That's right, halftime.
Halftime, all right.
All right. Yeah, halftime used to be when everybody would go out in the parking lot and no longer.
No.
I bet the band appreciates the new way we do things.
You know what we used to do, Tanner? We'd bring our little football out here. We'd go have a game over in the grass.
At halftime?
At halftime. We used to have there the whole time. All these little buddies, I'd be the quarterback.
You're old. Do you remember right where you were pointing?
Yeah.
There used to, when Tech would score a touchdown out here on the practice field, just south of the stadium.
Yeah.
Right where all this fancy Womble stuff is right now, they would shoot a cannon off.
Yeah.
When we'd score. We had a little cannon outside the deal, and they'd shoot the cannon
I thought we had
off.
a cannon in the stadium for a while.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure. Remember that story that Spike
Hey, everybody. Matt Dowdy, everybody.
Where is he?
Right here he is.
Matt Dowdy? There's no way.
Yeah, right here.
All right. That story where they referee signaled a touchdown and the cannon went off and the horse ran and the referee said
there's a penalty.
Spike, here's a penalty. He's a little short and I'm sorry, we just missed it. He didn't get in. He said, we'll talk a while, give you time to remount and reload.
And with Spike, you don't know if that's the truth or not.
Probably.
You do know it's a great story.
Come on up, Matt.
You do know it's a great story.
It's a professional show. You just come on in here and have a seat.
Now, Matt knows it's a red out.
Yeah, he does.
Unlike Graham, who's head to toe in black, Matt knows it's a red out.
Did you get to hear Graham any?
Oh, that's good looking.
Boy, that Graham's something else.
Yeah.
He really is.
All my stuff's Under Armour stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
I need to get me some
Hey,
Adidas.
when can we come pick up some stuff, me and Gary?
I think you should call Zane Perry this morning and
tell him we want Dagnall's stuff. He's not here anymore. Dagnall always had all this gear.
This is actually my first time wearing this.
That's good
looking.
looking.
It's Adidas takes good care of us.
Yes.
And
nice? Well, they should.
Yes. Isn't it nice to be with them?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's they've been great partners of ours, and then great gear, great shoes. It's good to be with Adidas.
Great to be here. Seems like there's a lot of activity right now. What are these buses doing here?
So a lot of what's going on right now is we're several hours still from gates opening. So you're seeing a lot of our game day staff. We have a lot of game day staff that comes from community colleges. You see a couple buses here in different organizations.
Well, what are they doing?
West
Nothing's
Texas.
dirty yet.
This is a high school bus.
Yeah, but you have a lot of our security, different ticket scanners, different parts of the stadium. It takes I forgot what the exact number of workers we have for every home game, but it is a large number to put on.
Well, you
a
got
home game of
checkers
this
looking
magnitude.
for stuff. Tortillas.
Hopefully no.
You about tired of hearing the word tortilla?
That's what bothered me more than anything. We've got this awesome football team, and we've been talking about tortillas. Let's move on. We got lots of great traditions. And did y'all watch the horse last time we were here? I thought the horse was about to cut loose for the time. It was
I do like
excited.
the fact that it's a she, right?
Yeah, she's
that
driving.
She's driving that
Sort of
horse.
driving it.
But they're letting it go out.
Oh man, it's running. It's
full
good.
tilt. Now it's not like the old days where they circle the stadium on the deal, but
and
it's
the
still
horse was ready.
It's still exciting.
Yeah, you want to talk tech traditions. My favorites, the horse running pregame
is the best.
It's one of the best traditions in college football. That is one of the best. People talk about it all over the country, the horse running, and our entrance as a whole. I think you saw it with TNT when they broadcast the Kent State game, the way they follow that horse. If you haven't seen the drone video we put out in August, showcasing the horse at the very end with our facilities, it's arguably one of the best traditions in college sports is masked rider.
Is Giovanetti doing all those videos? They are awesome.
They're pretty good. Yeah.
Their department, what they're
doing. Was it you or Giovanetti?
Oh, it's all Gio.
He's doing football. He ain't got time to do anything.
Well, that one where the drone goes through the facility.
It's unbelievable.
Who is flying that drone? Because they're pretty talented.
Very talented. It's a company we utilized for that shoot. It is. They are very, very talented. They are hired across the country for stuff like that.
It was good. It was great. All right, Matt Dowdy's here, and he's
going to hang with us.
He's going to stay here.
He's going to tell you what's going on today.
The show's about over here just a little bit. We're down to the last 30 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
But there is activity out here. It's going to be a fun day out at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Literally maybe the best weather for a football game in the last 10 years.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Hey, welcome back to Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby, Optima Game Day Live. Matt Dowdy's here with us now, and kickoff 3 o'clock, Texas Tech and Oklahoma State. Texas Tech is favored by 36 points.
Oh, boy.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's more than a lot. In fact, I think we said, and you probably know this because you're in the know, that it's the most.
You talking to me?
Biggest spread ever. in the history of the Big 12.
Oh, I did not know that.
Well, I might have made it up.
Yeah.
But you don't keep up with point spreads.
I always, come to this show for journalistic and accuracy. So.
Journalistic accuracy.
You don't know what you're doing, evidently.
But we do appreciate you doing this, because I know you got a lot of stuff going on, and the throng out there wants to hear from people like you, and not people like us.
It's a good day. Anytime we have a game here in Lubbock, and a sold out crowd. I mean, the fact that we sold this out back in May, June, whenever we announced it, and it's parents and family weekend on campus, and so there's a lot going, and should be a great crowd, great atmosphere today.
All right, is the rest of the season sold out? I know BYU is.
BYU is sold out. UCF's getting closer. And so the thing we've been telling fans who call, who ask, is if you're waiting, you better buy them now, because I think we're going to sell out all 7 games. That just I was talking to a national media member earlier this week, and there's just such a narrative around college athletics and selling out different venues, and we got one of the largest stadiums in the Big 12. We're going to sell it out all 7 times. That's not just happening anywhere else.
When was the last time we sold out every game?
Oh, I actually looked this up the other day. I don't believe it has happened before, but if you sell out every game, you're going to set the single season attendance record. In fact, you're probably on pace, unless you have like some type of something we're not expecting, you're gonna set that record this year.
Well, one thing, we got 7 games.
Yeah.
In the old days, you'd play 5, and now it's 7. So we should do that.
Well, there is a lot going on, I will tell you that. I was when Graham was talking about his dad, Sam Harrell, and the kind of man he is as a coach. We've got that kind of guy right now in Joey. I think Joey McGuire is. I can't imagine there's a player anywhere that doesn't talk to him and go, I want to play for you.
Well, nobody spends more time with him than you, do they?
That comparison right there, the funny part is, you want to talk about one of Coach McGuire's mentors? It's Graham's dad.
Sam.
That's
exactly right.
And he was talking yesterday to the television crew, and he was telling them about, every year when he was at Cedar Hill for like an 8 or 9 year stretch, they would go scrimmage Enos, because he knew what type of game he was going to get. He knew it was going to be a good test for his Cedar Hill teams. And so, there's a lot of comparisons there. And, yeah, Coach McGuire, if you want to come play for a great head coach who's a CEO head coach, who takes care of his players and cares about his players, that's Joey McGuire.
It is.
And, from the comms and PR and social media side, he does a great job of giving us plenty of material to run with, and great content that we can promote to our fans.
Yeah. Well,
Go over here and smile.
Yeah, do that. They think you're Graham Harrell.
They're going to be vastly disappointed.
Matt Dowdy. Yeah, I know.
All right, tell us what's going on out here today. What is the attraction out here? I'm trying to think of that guy that didn't come last week. The rapper.
Oh. Hey, we had Too Short.
No, that was the week. That was before.
I don't remember that.
Hey, Too Short's, I think his act was too short, too, because
they cut him out.
Get on out of here, Too Short.
Gio said, you ain't doing that.
We had probably one of our best acts last time in Switchfoot.
Oh, Flatland. I thought.
Oh, it's Yaka Flocka Flav or what didn't come, and we had. You had it right.
Switchfoot was last week, and then I am blanking on who today's musical act is, and that's bad of me. But
I told you we should have got Gio.
Should have got Gio. About 1 o'clock this afternoon, there'll be a musical act in Raider Alley. It's and I'm thinking of their song. It's more of a '90s band, and I am blanking on it. I apologize, but
hey, Gus will know. Gus will text us and say.
Raider Alley is the place to be on game day,
isn't it?
It is really fun,
without a doubt.
And out here in this parking lot, all these tailgaters, Matt. I mean, Tech does great. They really do great. And I really like the fact you can't leave the stadium anymore and come back because it keeps the crowd in the stadium.
Yeah, I'm for that.
Yeah, me too. And the band deserves it, and it just keeps the atmosphere going.
Well, and you're going to want to be in the stadium at halftime this week.
Oh, man.
We'll have to start halftime, we'll have a recognition for the family of former head coach Mike Leach, and have with the American Heart Association the Bear Bryant Award for one of their top awards. And then we'll have Graham to kind of finish off halftime with it'll be two different recognitions. He's going in the Ring of Honor, and that is it's the highest honor a Tech football player can receive here. But also, he's going to be recognized by the National Football Foundation for his upcoming induction into the College Football Hall of Fame, and that is very, very difficult.
Wow.
To be inducted into.
Well, I'm glad that the Heart Association is doing Leach's deal here instead of at Washington State or at Mississippi State. Yeah. They're doing it here, so that sort of shows that the healing process may be done, and maybe we're
and they've done a really good job, the American Heart Association and Bear Bryant Award, about working with us all the way back to this summer as far as putting this together as a way. They do their Bear Bryant Awards, which the Bear Bryant Award, Coach McGuire is on their watch list for the nation's top head coach. So they do their presentations in December, January, but they wanted to go ahead and do one on campus to honor Coach Leach. And I know they'll do other things around Mississippi State and Washington State at some point too around that award, but he spent the bulk of his career at Texas Tech, and so it'll be a great
built
thing
his
for
legacy here.
I remembered our musical act. It is the Spin Doctors today at Raider Alley.
Spin Doctors.
Very good act. So.
And is it Democrats and Republicans? We're spinning. The Spin Doctors.
It is Spin Doctors.
All right. There is something else going on, Zab. We've never had that over. I think they're tortillas.
This is a typical right around this time prior to a game. You have a lot of our game day staff being checked in outside the stadium, and so you'll start seeing them. A lot of workers on a lot. I mean, you got to think. You got 3 different buildings. Each building has a different club area.
Yeah.
And so it takes a lot of workers to run this stadium on game day.
Well, Gary's looking up dogs that can sniff tortillas.
But that is a great idea.
I know. At least it would scare them.
Even if the students think that you have tortilla sniffing dogs, just have a few of them out there. That's a great idea. Now I'm trying to find a Spin Doctor song.
Yeah, Spin Doctor song.
I've literally never heard of the Spin Doctors, but that doesn't mean a thing.
I haven't either. And maybe they just DJs and they spin records.
No, they're a musical act. We'll have a good crowd out there. It's amazing what Raider Alley has become right there in the engineering key. I never get a chance to go out there just because of other things going on in the stadium, but you can often hear it from the stadium, the concert, and the crowd. I mean, we have unbelievable crowds out there at Raider Alley, and as soon as the performance is done, they make their way into the stadium, and it really works out.
Yeah, we're going to have a flyover today, or do you know?
We will not. The unfortunate part with the government shutdown is
that's right.
We can't have flyovers currently. So we had them. The unfortunate part is we had them booked and ready to go.
Is this Spin Doctors? Yeah,
I like that. I better cut it off before they say something.
Yeah, can't ever tell. Well, we understand Barron is available if needed. Probably. Is he going to be suited up, or is he going to be?
He'll probably be in street clothes today again, like he was last week. But
whoa! Aren't they say he's available, and he's in street clothes?
But he's going to do like this.
Yeah, just like
rip it off like Superman.
His and it was last week too. His gear is in the locker room ready if absolutely needed.
Okay. Well, absolutely needed. Who's our third string quarterback?
Mitch Griffiths will be the backup
Wake Forest guy. Or
I think he's pretty
very
good.
Talented.
Well, I wished he'd have got some snaps before
You've been listening to the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3. Catch the show live Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on Double T 97.3 FM or on the Double T 97.3 mobile app.